Hello Fight fans, it's Gunny here with another update for the King of Fighters All-Star. Now, the point is, this update, if you haven't been playing recently, is something that really is going to take, it should be taking a lot of your attention. We have the new dispatch system, and we have the return of Omega Rugal and Boss Syndrome Orochi. Now, the problem here is that if you don't want to be spending lots of time on the game, they have pulled out the stops for this one. And as you know, as you can see, my free rubies have already gone. But they have pulled out this event. And the point is, it's just designed to completely suck the life out of you. I've only done one day of this, but holy crap. The rush event is just typical. It's not like it needs something really powerful. You can just run your characters on it. I've got a A1 Rugal. But the problem here is, first of all, in the exchange shop. If you have a look, they're going to give you a free mem for Omega Rugal. They're going to give you 5 to 6 star battle summon tickets. Then they're going to give you a Fez memory mystery box. And element gold, right, it's not so good. Summon token, summon battle token, that's good. And of course the awakened tier mystery box, you're going to need that if you haven't got very far on the Rising Hell dungeon. And plus capture mystery box, well, to be honest, that's not so important if you've been farming that. But you know, with the collab that's coming up, if you don't have if you don't have like maybe 300 of these boxes, well, yeah, you're going to need lots. You're going to need maybe 1,000 minimum. And of course, if you really want to go crazy with the next color characters, you're going to need 5 sets. And that's a lot. I can't do maths. But anyway, and then the hammers, of course, too, you're going to need the hammers a lot. You'll probably get some pink hammers coming up in the collab. But what I want to stress here is that if you've been thinking about doing Chapter of Fight, you know very well that you're going to need lots of cards. And that's why the tokens there are very, very important. Chapter of Fight is actually opened today, reopened today. And you saw what happened last time. I just barely made it. But it's back open. And the point is, once again, that you're going to need a team that's going to somehow magically get to 200k. And to do that, you're going to need critical rate. That is the most important card property from Transcending. If you don't know what that is, you better start looking up a guide. But you have to try and get, I'd say the attack characters are the best. And if you can get, the start damage is like whatever, right? But really, okay, let's look at another set here. For example, here, critical damage, 7.5, that's not bad. But really, yeah, it's the critical rate. And this is still for Dizzy, that's really for Dizzy. But to balance it out, some of the cards still have a good bonus. And the point is, of course, when you're transcending, you need 6-star cards. And that is why the particular dungeon exchange shop right now is really important, because getting these cards is not easy. So even if you get lots of tokens, for example, from this exchange shop and the other one, it doesn't guarantee you anything. The guild raid exchange shop just doesn't guarantee you anything. This is just going to give you a chance. But the 5 to 6 star, where is it? Here we are. The 5 to 6, that's guaranteed 5 minimum. Then you might get a 6-star, and that's what you're going to need to transcend. Even there's still gacha, but this is really important. So you should really try to go for those. That is really crazy, and also giving you a mem for Omega Rugal. That's really generous, I'd say. So this is a really good update in terms of content and awards. And of course here, you've got the mystery box. It doesn't guarantee you what you're going to get, but of course you're going to need all of these, because now, if you didn't notice, they've opened up something else called the change up. And of course the change up is going to require mems to make your character go up to level 6. And just to point out to you something horrible that we all knew it was coming. We all knew it was coming, but there's something horrible now sitting there in the level up page. If you see here, you've got capsule 6 and capsule 7. So that's up to A7. Now, I don't know what exactly is the procedure here, but if you go to Guild Raid, you'll see that you can now get those capsules from Guild Raid. You're like, what? Like, what? It's like the Awakening's not quite there yet. It's not quite open, but the new Inferno mode. And for this week, I hope you know that it says Geese, but in fact for this it's actually going to be Rugal, and it's not going to be chilled and shock damage. It's going to be starlight damage. So if you've got anyone like good old Terry or Ram, you can do the damage on Rugal, and then you can get the reward. Oh, where's it gone? Here you go, reward info. The new box is the box 11. You're like, wait, I'm to 10. I don't know what's going on, but let's go to box 11. And in the box 11, you have a wonderful BS mem available. You've got 6 and what is it? Whoa. Okay, that's what? Is that he? I can't even read. What is this? Tier 4. Okay. Well, so there you go. There's 6. You got the hammers. There's a tier 7. You're like, what? And there's your SS mem as well. Remember, it is gacha, so you're not guaranteed to get any of this. You're probably going to get a whole load of stones. But the point is, the lure has been dangled, and you know we're going to go for it, right? It's like, gacha luck. It's not going to happen, but we're going to go for it. The opportunity is there, and that's, again, why it's really important now. Guild Raid is back in contention as an event that I'm actually going to pay attention to now, just for stupid gacha rates, which are incredibly low, but you're going to go for it because you never know if you're going to be lucky, right? Then you've got the dispatch. I'm like, okay, I've seen this before in another gacha game, and people are telling me now it's kind of par for the course. And basically, you don't have to fight. You just simply put in 3 characters, 4 characters, 5 characters, some are 6 characters. It's all kind of crazy stuff, and you just leave them there. In other gacha games, I mean the other one I'm playing, if you put some other characters in there, they will level up. They will get experience points. So if you want to buff some characters without using capsules, this might be it if it's similar. But otherwise, it's 12 hours. You can only select 3 teams. So obviously, I would go for the S to get the best rewards. And that's all you do. It's just something to sit there and idle. You might have heard that line before. Idle and win something. So I think that is it, really. We've got a collab coming straight afterwards. And I was very, very scared that Hinako and Chizuru would start their event again. I'm like, oh no, I've just spent all your cards. But it's okay so far. The most important thing is the out of bounds shop. And getting those rewards is pretty good. If you want to go up to Chapter of Fight and you haven't already got all the critical rate for the highest CP for your characters, that's my advice. Definitely go for that. Definitely start saving it with rubies if you are interested in this collab coming up. But the Awakening A6 or EX Awakening is now ready to go. It's only for these 2 at the moment. It's actually very, very scary. And I don't really know how anyone is going to be able to do this apart from the super wells or the super lucky. So best of luck to you. If you're lucky, you're going to be okay. And you get yourself a super, technically the strongest characters in the game will be these 2. And they were going to blitz Chapter of Fight. So good luck. Otherwise, stay away from this and just play King of Fighters 15 instead. That's a good life. Okay. See you next time on stream. This is Gani from orochinagi.com. See you next time.